Hey everybody, it's Greg Rice. We're here in Seekonk. We're in Seekonk.
Yes, sir.
On Fall River Avenue. We're with CJ Moss, the owner of Moss Home Solutions. How you doing, brother?
Awesome, man. Thanks for having me.
We're at your new digs here. What's going on in this building?
So we just outgrew our previous space. We're up on the second floor. You know, it's a pretty big 5,000 square foot building, and we're completely renovating downstairs. You know, my thought is I want to make it as nice as possible for my team. We don't have customers over or clients over. It's for the team. So we're doing glass offices and brand new everything. I want my team to walk in every day and be like, dude, I'm proud to work in Moss Home Solutions. Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And how big is the team?
So we got 11 people in-house, and then we got 6 VAs. So for people who don't know what VAs are, they're virtual assistants. You know, people from like the Philippines or India that are kind of doing like a lot of back-end work.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And what is your business model, right? We see your wonderful billboards on the highway. What is Moss Home Solutions?
Yeah, what we are is we find distressed, I call them distressed homeowners, people that need to sell fast for whatever reason, right? And there's a whole myriad of reasons. They're not just like deplorable properties, but these are sellers who genuinely, they're willing to exchange price for speed and convenience. So what we do is we find those homeowners, we get in front of them, we either buy their houses or we sell their houses to investors. You know, that's really, it's almost like an off-market brokerage if you think about
Gotcha.
it.
So how did you get started? You just do one deal one time and you were like, oh, I can do this again? Like, how did it spawn?
So I was living in Kuwait, right? I was living in Kuwait in 2016, 2017, working in Kuwait.
Military or
Coaching basketball.
coaching basketball?
Yeah, it was a kind of a wild experience.
Interesting.
And I just wanted to learn about like passive income. How do I get passive income? I don't want to work for anyone. And I started buying multifamilies. I moved back home. This is kind of home for me. And I bought like a duplex and a 3-family in Providence, 2017. But when you're buying them traditionally, you're putting down 25%. Like that's a big nut if you don't have a ton of money.
Big nut. The big nut guy here.
And as soon as I ran out of cash, I'm like, these things don't, you know this probably better than most. They're not just like spitting off millions of dollars a year. Trickling, right? You're gonna earn wealth over time with these things. So I had to figure out how do I make fast cash so I can buy more of these things. And then I learned about flipping first, but you do need some capital for flipping. And then I learned about wholesaling, and that's what we are. We're real estate wholesalers.
Gotcha.
And then I learned how to market to homeowners. And once you start essentially selling contracts from sellers to buyers, you can make pretty good profits. You get that cash, put it right back into multis, rinse and repeat.
Interesting. So do you repair or renovate any of these places, or is it mostly just, I got this, I got a buyer, done?
You know, if we're doing 200 of these a year, we'll renovate 30 to 40 maybe.
So it's not the primary focus.
What, renovations?
Right.
I avoid it like the plague.
Oh.
Honestly, I avoid it like the plague because with us, we solve a seller's problem, we sell the contract to an investor, and we solve their problem because investors, they can't find deals in today's market. And we get paid essentially like a flipper's profit by flipping the paper in like 3 weeks.
Interesting.
Right? So like you can do a flip, people think flips are great, it'll take you 6 months.
Easy. Maybe more.
Right, maybe more, maybe 12 months. You got risk, you got like liability, you got to get insurance, you got to manage contractors, materials, labor, etc. Building inspectors pulling permits, and then when you sell it, you get a retail buyer. This retail buyer is nervous about buying a home.
100%.
They're having inspections, they're backing out, they're getting FHA loans. So like instead of dealing with all that stuff, I'm like, dude, let me just flip this paper and get really good at finding incredible deals. And that's what we've been good at.
So how do people find you, or how are they reaching out? What are they seeing you on a billboard, are they seeing you in a magazine, are they seeing you on TV? Like, how are you reaching your end user?
Sellers?
Yeah.
So we're finding distressed sellers through a couple different ways. It's all like direct marketing. The first is direct mail. Like we're huge direct mail people.
Gotcha.
Sending postcards. You try to find this person. It's really hard. It's like, it'd be like you trying to find the investor who's got a nice portfolio, but who's ready to hand it over to management. So it's a lot of direct mail, TV, radio, Google pay-per-click, SEO. The billboards, they're not going to generate straight leads. It's more like, I'm a seller, I think I need to sell, maybe I'm going into foreclosure.
Yeah.
I just got most someone's postcard. Holy smokes, I just heard them on the radio.
Awareness.
Exactly. Now I just drove by their billboard. They must be the experts.
Alright, I'll call this fucking guy. Like, I've seen him 3 times in the day, I gotta call him.
Exactly. It's like brand awareness, yeah.
So, Rhode Island, Mass equally, or mostly Mass, or kind of both?
I'd say it's like 80% Rhode Island,
Oh wow.
20% Mass.
What's your favorite town in Rhode Island?
Warwick.
Warwick.
All day.
How come?
You know, well, my personal favorite town for my stuff is Woonsocket, because we have a lot of buy and hold stuff. Dude, I don't know why, but we own most.
I've been saying it for years. Woonsocket.
I like Woonsocket, buy and hold.
Yeah, same.
Dude, but I like places that have properties that are at price points like maybe 300, 400 grand, where you're gonna have a lot of like new buyers that can come in and afford it.
Gotcha.
And you have flippers that want them, man. Like if we get a deal in Warwick, it's crazy.
It's put a bow on it.
Put a bow on it, wrap it up, it's done. But honestly, Warwick, Cranston, Pawtucket, you're trying to find a middle ground between. I'm not gonna mess around with the Barringtons, with the East Side Providence, East Greenwich.
A lot of noise.
I'm not dealing with those sellers are not my clients, right? So I need to find my seller and then match them with my buyer, because a lot of buyers they're scared to flip $1 million properties.
True.
So it's like finding that perfect price point.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And you work with your wife?
Yeah.
And how is that? Everybody wants to know about that.
You know what? Working with my wife, Beth. So Beth's amazing. She runs the sales team.
Gotcha.
She's incredible. She's like this incredibly trustworthy, genuine British woman that goes into your house, makes you feel like she's gonna wrap you up in a warm blanket and just save the
Make
day.
you a cup of tea.
A cup of tea, dude. Honestly, she's a dream salesperson.
Okay.
So she runs the whole sales business. It's made our relationship stronger.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's gonna do one of two things. It's gonna end in divorce.
Yeah.
All day.
Or just the moon.
Or till the moon, right?
Yeah.
Because you're dealing with conflict all day with each other. And if you can overcome those challenges and get better communication, dude, it's made us we are a unit.
Synergized.
Yeah. But I'm part of masterminds where everyone's like, dude, you're getting divorced. Everyone gets divorced. And I think we're gonna break that mold.
Wow.
Yeah,
do you turn it off when you go home? Do you turn off the phone, or are you always accessible?
Always accessible. She is in particular, because when sellers call, the way that it works, you have to pick up a motivated seller lead on the call.
Gotcha.
You cannot let a thing go to voicemail. It's gone. It's going to another buyer.
True.
So a motivated seller calls, let's say it's a postcard number. It's going to hit her and 3 other salespeople.
Gotcha.
So she'll give the other salespeople opportunity to pick it up,
Gotcha.
but if they don't, she's got it.
So there's kind of a small little team of 3 of them maybe out and about, but the 4th person could grab that. So it's never going to a voicemail or
never
call you
ever
back or whatever.
No, we need at least a 95% pickup rate.
Awesome.
You know, these leads they're expensive. We spend a lot of money on this stuff.
What about fitness? You look like you work out.
Yeah.
Is that important to you? That decompressing kind of just because being computers people, I'm sometimes I need to just go to the gym, go swimming. What do you do to kind of unwind?
Yeah, it's the gym, man, every day. It's my meditation. It's my time away from the office, from the stress. Dude, you know this, running a business is hard.
Big time.
You get challenges every day, new problems every day. I gotta give you props, man, because as a property management company owner, dude, you're getting crap from tenants.
Oh yeah.
You're getting crap from owners.
The city.
The city. You're catching it from all angles.
Daily.
You gotta be resilient to run your business. Yeah. And same thing with us. So the gym is my time to unstress.
Yeah.
I don't let people call me during the gym.
Perfect.
And we don't have kids, so I'm lucky. I don't have that many responsibilities. It's business, my wife and my dog, and the gym.
People ask me, they say, do you have any kids? And I say, none that I know of. None that I pay for.
Yeah.
But switching back into the current state of the market, is your business picking up at this point? Is it neutral? Is it slowing down with people kind of like you said, a little bit afraid, maybe not able to afford. What are you noticing for your sector right now?
You know what? Like, I think business for 90% of flippers is decreasing.
Interesting.
Because there's not much inventory. And like, but I think as a business owner, you can't let the market dictate how successful you are.
Right.
Like we are since day one, we've been on an upward trajectory. Don't get me wrong, we've had problems every step of the way to overcome. But like every year, last year we did 125 deals. This year we should do 200.
Oh, damn.
You know, but
50%.
I'm hiring more people. I'm putting way more money into marketing. Like we're getting better, new property, better systems, better CRM. Like if you have to evolve every year, I feel like some people may act like victims to the market. You know, there's no deals. There's nothing good out there. What am I going to do? We're like, listen, I feel like there's almost too many deals. You just got to get in front of them. Yeah.
So what do you forecast for the next year to two? What do you see happening maybe after the election? No matter who wins, what do you see then? Because a lot of people say that the election is a barometer of how things will go.
Dude, I'm not smart enough for that.
Gotcha.
Honestly, I stay in my lane. Like, I honestly, I don't think anyone can really project what's going to happen. We can all guess and stuff. All I know is that I'm going to get better. My team's going to get better. My system's going to get better. My marketing, my data, everything's going to get better. And if, like, interest rates drop, and then there becomes an abundance of houses or more foreclosures, dude, we're gonna slaughter it. If interest rates stay really high, dude, we're still gonna kill it.
Right.
You know, but I have no clue. What do you think?
Good answer. I think that if the Donald gets in, he'll get rates down, but then prices are gonna go up because you could afford more. So I feel like it's not gonna get more affordable for people.
You don't think so?
No, I think the prices will go up if rates go down. I don't see rents going down. Tenants ask me all the time, oh my God, $2,000 for this 2-bedroom. And I'm kind of like, it's a function of the taxes, the insurance, the purchase price, the water, the sewer. Like landlords aren't making boatloads of money.
Dude, let me ask you a couple questions.
Sure.
Because I own a lot of units in Rhode Island. And property taxes are crazy. Dude, in Woonsocket, 5 units, I'm paying $10,000
Easy.
a year in taxes.
Yes.
They're coming crazy with like lead paint laws. Yeah. They're really cracking down on landlords. What do you see owners doing who own like 5, 6, 7 buildings?
Just jacking rents.
Yeah.
And then the government's complaining because the tenants are complaining about rents being high. It's like, well, if you didn't throw so much shit at us, we wouldn't be charging $2,000 for this apartment. So the more that tenants make noise and the more legislation they make, equates into more cost for us and higher rents for them. It's just like this vicious cycle. Anytime tenants bitch, I hate to say it, but you're just adding to your future bill. Especially with the lead. The lead's gonna decapitate people.
People in government are smart, right? You think they're smart, right? Somewhat.
Somewhat.
Would they not be able to predict the same pattern? If you smoke us with all these expenses, my mortgage payment isn't going to change. I need to increase rents.
Take our representative, for example, in Rhode Island, and get 2 years. So in those 2 years, right, they may steward 1 or 2 bills, pieces of legislation they want to get across to say, I passed this bill. It's ego. It's bravado. It's, I did this. It's not, I did this, oh shit, it caused that. So they're just looking to re-election.
Gotcha.
Or not.
Yeah.
There's no like big picture. Like some of these representatives and senators that I've testified on recently in some hearings, they rent. They rent.
Yeah.
They're making stuff that affects us. So it's like, how can you not even be a landlord?
I mean, my wife and I, we both spoke recently. I think it was last week. I think it was last week. I guess like the flipping bill.
Oh.
No, it was like it's almost like an anti-flip bill.
Gotcha.
Where if you flip a property, and you sell it and you make a certain amount of money.
Oh yeah, 60% in 4 months or like.
It's actually 80%.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, it's an anti-flip law where like if you're gonna make a big profit in a short period of time, you get hit with 80% tax. Obviously, you're making no money, and then it de-incentivizes people to come flipping, right? But I'm like, and they think what's happening is that flippers are competing with a normal homeowner, and that we're driving the prices up. But what would happen to all the distressed houses?
It's okay.
Who's gonna repair them? You know,
Homeowners aren't going to do it.
Yeah.
They can't get loans for it, so it's. But those are the types of legislation pieces that come up, and it's like, who thought of this? Who? And then you see there's 10 of them that co-sponsor it. It's like, so I don't get it, but I'm happy you're involved. I love to get involved with that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's my customers, my flippers, right? If my flippers can't buy homes, I'm moving to Georgia, or I'm moving to Florida, or I'm moving somewhere, like anywhere that is going to allow me to run my business.
Yeah.
But I think that, like, getting back to the main point, my wife and I, we stay so laser focused on the vision and the business. I don't even mess with politics. Once something happens, I pivot.
You
I need to pivot.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. The mirror has your answers.
That's it, dude.
How do they get in touch with you? Or not with you, but Moss Home Solutions?
I would follow us, Moss Home Solutions. That's our handle on Instagram. Email me, cj@mosshomesolutions.com. I'm always open to talk anything, man. I love real estate.
Awesome.
Like, this business, you've been in for what, 11 years?
Yeah.
I mean, to run a business successfully for over a decade, dude, you're obviously doing something really well.
Yeah.
You're doing something right. And, like, I think a lot of people think that it's easy, or without too many challenges. But, yeah, reach out to me. I'm always happy to chat about anything, man. Really.
Right on. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments field below. We'll get right back to you. Once again, Greg Rice here in Seekonk, Massachusetts.
Absolutely.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Greg.